Bible study on Wednesday night, it was to me an awakening call, if I can call it that, because sometimes I actually find myself drifting from where God wants me to be. And I don't know about you, but when you're sitting here this morning, where are you in your relationship with God right now? How are you spiritually? Are you connected? I mean, the songs that we've sung this morning have just been so brilliant. When you sang "Glorify Thy Name in all the earth," did you actually, were you singing? Or were you talking to God and saying, "Glorify your name in all the earth" during that song? Were you actually singing to God, or were you just mouthing words? And often I find myself in the pew, sitting here and wondering about what's going to happen next. Who's going to be doing the tea? Am I going to stay here? What's important in my life? And I forget sometimes just what is important. So the challenge I want to ask you this morning is, if you had a scale of 1 to 10, and Jesus wants you at number 10, can you rate yourself right now and say, well, right now, I'm a 5, I'm a 6, I'm a 4? Because I tell you what, when I look at my own life, I'm embarrassed to say I'm often less than halfway. I can't even say that I'm a 5 sometimes. And I could be sitting in this pew right now singing and coming to church and worshiping, but not on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm less than 5. And I look at some of the attributes that the Bible actually asks us to be as Christians. And I mean, where are you in terms of your worship to God? Where are you in terms of your daily worship to God? Do you pray often? Do you sing to God? Sing to God, not just sing a song. What about your kindness to other people as an attribute of, we were created in God's image. And if we look through the Bible, the things that Jesus did are the attributes that we are looking for: goodness, kindness, mercy, forgiveness. Where are we on a scale? Can we categorize ourselves on a scale, encouraging one another as the day approaches? A number of years ago, I was very fortunate to be able to go to a gospel concert by a guy by the name of Don Moen. And one of the songs that he sang just resonated with me, and it's just kind of stuck with me through the years. And I want to share this song with you this morning. And first of all, I'm going to read the words that you're going to see on the board, and then I'm going to play the song. And I want you to, if you know the words, and the words will be up there, sing along with it. But sing the song with meaning, and the way that the song is written, it's almost like God speaking to us. And if I can imagine God writing these words down, and he says, when you lift your hands up high and you sing a song of praise to me, it brings me great delight. It's such a lovely sight. And yes, it is true. Praise looks good on you. I mean, praise looks good on you. Have you ever seen a person praising God and not looking good? I mean, it just doesn't work. Okay. Morning, night, and noon, your praise ascends to heaven like the smell of sweet perfume, filling every room. And yes, it is true, praise looks good on you. But here's the crunch. You bring your sacrifices and you offer up your praise. You lift your voice with singing, but your heart seems far away. More than a sacrifice, I am looking at your life. holy and acceptable and pleasing in my sight. So offer up your lives, holy and acceptable, a willing sacrifice, precious in my sight. But in all that you do, remember all I want is you. So lift your hands up high and worship him before the altar. Consecrate your life, a willing sacrifice. But in all that you do, remember all he wants is you. And yes, it is good. Yes, it is true. Praise looks good on you. Please run the video.
When you lift your hands up high and you sing a song of praise to me, it brings me great delight. Such a lovely sight. And yes, it is true. Praise looks good on you. Morning, night, and noon, your praise ascends to heaven like the smell of sweet perfume, filling every room. And yes, it is true. Praise looks good on you. That's right. You bring your sacrifices and you offer up your praise. You lift your voice with singing, but your heart seems far away. More than a sacrifice, I am looking for your life, holy and acceptable and pleasing in my sight. So offer up your life, holy and acceptable, a willing sacrifice, precious in my sight. But in all that you do, remember all I want is you. Play it, Husto.
I will bless the Lord at all times. I will continually be in my mouth. My soul will make its boast in the Lord. The humble will hear it and rejoice. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us rejoice in his name.
Consecrate your lives, a willing sacrifice. But in all that you do, remember all he wants is you. Oh yes, he does. And yes, it is true. Praise looks good on you.
You know, Jesus came to the earth so that we could one day be back with him. And we got this moment now to just connect with Jesus once again. And I pray that we'll take our scale and we'll move up the scale and we'll progress towards that 10 where Jesus wants us to be. And as we take the bread and the wine this morning, let us just remember Jesus. Let us think about where we are and our relationship with him, and let's make that connection. So I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes for 2 minutes, and we're going to just connect with God right now before we actually come up and take the communion this morning.